Jai Sri Ram, friends. Welcome to Bharat Marg. Welcome, Vinay Ji, for joining us again. And it's such a privilege to have you. And today's subject is Canada's carjacking. Many times people think, oh my God, Canada, the road is made on gold. Yeah, but if you think and had a polished car, friends, that's it. You could be the next victim here. Okay, let's discuss about it. And some famous and notorious criminals list published. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss about. 556 cars stolen worth of 27 million and over 300 charges laid on 100 plus people, and know who they are, who know who they are and how they are. And check out all those things, friends. You will be astonished because it could be some famous people out there. Okay, but before going further, friends, make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video as we expose, friends, because we expose hypocrisy. Okay, if you like us being exposing hypocrisy, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. And if you didn't yet, please subscribe the channel Bharat Marg, and also press the notification button, so that bell, so that we can you can be notified as we come live, so that you can join us, comment and share your opinion, and stick around with us and become the part of the conversation. Vinay Ji, Canada carjacking, my God, mind blowing. And 300 charges laid, and they'll say all are Indians. Let's go through it. Let's analyze who they are, and what a big deal about it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So
please.
so this has been happening, for the last little while. Actually, maybe on the last 2 years, maybe, or just around COVID time, it started. And a lot of cars were getting stolen, and especially in the Brampton, Mississauga areas in Ontario, in Canada. And Brampton and Mississauga have a huge population of South Asians, and
South
uh, and
Asian,
and
South Asian means Chinese.
no, like I'm talking about Indians mainly,
Yeah.
and Indians mainly from Punjab and Gujarat and those kind of. So it's got a significant population. So the cars started getting stolen, and a lot of people drive really fancy cars like Lexus, BMWs, and Mercedes, and the kind of fancy cars, right? And Hondas, and these are all Toyotas. These are all extremely kind of most they fall under the most stolen vehicles. So now what happened was mainly the cars were getting stolen either to resell them in Africa and the Middle East and stuff like that. So they basically used to find their way from the Toronto area all the way to the docks. Like I'm talking either Nova Scotia or New Brunswick or Montreal, and somewhere close to the Atlantic Ocean, right? And from there they get put on boats and shipped out to either Africa or the Middle East, and that's it. And that was their modus operandi. So they basically used to scratch off the VIN number. That's the identification number for the vehicle, and somehow they used to do it. And I'm pretty sure there was some kind of a collusion between these car thieves and the authorities at the border, because if you're boarding even one vehicle, people will question you. But if you're boarding 100 vehicles and nobody questions you,
And
then there's something going on here,
and
something
Vinay
fishy,
ji,
right?
cover this also. Okay, say the people. One time, a truck full of stolen vehicle was going through Toronto, and people blocked them, and police never took action. Yes or no? We
Yeah,
did a video on it. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that, because I mean, like, there's a whole bunch of other agencies that are hand in glove with this, because they get kickbacks, and obviously, you know what? Why not? I mean, like, you're talking millions of dollars here, right? So anyway, this was happening, and the police were, there was
And
a lot of
I'm sorry,
inaction.
Vinay ji, one quick update on what you said. You said in 2 years the this thing has skyrocketed. Everywhere in Brampton, it's very unsafe.
Correct.
Homes, breaking in, break-ins, and
Correct.
car theft. And never forget, folks, who is ruling.
Yeah. And you got to keep in mind, in the last 2-3 years, Mr. Trudeau brought in a lot of refugees from different countries, and the problem was, like, he gave them food and shelter for a few months, and after that he said, okay, you guys are on your own. But the problem is, COVID hit. There were not very many jobs. People didn't have money in their pocket. How are they going to fend for
Is that a
themselves?
good excuse to steal?
Well, I think so. Yes, because if the government cannot provide you money, if you don't have money in your pocket, if you can't find a job, how
but
are you going to feed your
but
family? By
but
hook or
Vinay
crook,
ji,
that's what they say.
Vinay ji, but go through the list. Okay, you are blaming Trudeau for it.
No, no,
Okay,
no. But
go through the list.
I'll come
These
to you.
are all not the guys from Iran.
No,
These
no. But
are
I'll
all
I'll come
not
to
the
you. I'll
guys
come to
from.
you. I'll come to you.
Yep,
Just
yep.
bear with me for a second. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So 500, and then Toronto police. It wasn't that and of course, under with the collusion of with the in Peel police, they
Mhm.
started investigating this. They did not take it easy. Actually, they were working on it. It's like people felt that they were not doing much, but they had investigators working on this. And guess what happened? They actually there was an incident, actually, just about a few days ago, and one of the cops actually was running away from the police, and he was actually police officers secured two stolen cars near Credit View and Britannia Road. Okay, and there was a couple of guys who were had stolen a car, and it's actually two cars, and the Peel police started foot chasing them on foot in through the Mississauga backyards. And a suspect bolted from the scene and jumped into neighboring backyards. The officers in the area organized a coordinated response. Police said, and quickly captured the suspect. The man was ultimately captured near Credit View and Bristol Road in Mississauga, and then one thing led to the other, and then they found 556 vehicles, stolen vehicles, and they have recovered so many vehicles from their possession. And in the months long investigation named Project Stallion. Okay, and they arrested 119 people. 119 people. Okay. And the newspapers, the media says, among the 119 arrested, 41 people are of a certain origin. Of a certain origin. Okay. And now I'm going to the reality now. Okay. Let's
Mhm.
talk about these accused people. The irony is, you will
Mhm.
never find a Punjabi in this list. You'll never find a Sikh in this list. You'll never find an Indian in this list. You'll never find a white in this list. You'll never find a Chinese in this list. You'll never find an indigenous in this list. You'll never find a black in this list. Then who are these people? Let me give you some names, and you guys decide. I'll leave it for the viewers to decide. One of the first accused his name is Nirmal Dillon, 47. Second one, Sukhwinder Gill, 40. Third one, Jagjit Binder, 40. Pardeep Grewal, 38. Jiten Patel, Varinder Kaila, Ramanpreet Singh, Gurveen Raboth, Gagandeep Singh. So, viewers, it's for you to decide. Where are these people from? I
Africa,
don't know. Mr. Dilipan, you know? Any idea? What
Africa,
are these?
Africa.
So I'm kind of confused because these names don't sound very familiar to me. They're very, very alien to me. Could be from Mars or could be from Jupiter. I don't
Maybe
know.
from Ukraine.
From Ukraine. So these are the kind of people they found. And the one of the articles that came out in a newspaper called Punjab News Express. Okay, and this is a person by name Satinder Bains covered this particular crime, and he reported this, and he said 41 of these people arrested are Indians, and 39 of them are from Punjab state in India.
See, the poor thing is about India is nobody says they are Indian when they put the langar.
That's right.
Yeah, when there is a rape, when there is a carjacking and got caught, everybody becomes Indian.
Exactly. Exactly. When it comes to anything good, anything that is Khalistan, they say, okay, we are Khalistanis, we are this and that. But when they get caught in all of this, now they're begging the Indian government to come and help them out, so that these guys are either probably temporary residents, either on student visa, work visa, or whatever kind of visa, and now they want the Indian government to probably intervene and help out. This is exactly what happened a few days ago when the government of Canada decided to deport about 700 or 800 students from Canada because they came with falsified documents to register for colleges, and now they're asking and begging Indian government to help them out, because irony is that these were the people, many of these were people who were involved in when Indian flag was desecrated, Indian Hindu temples were
Folks.
desecrated, and things
Yes,
like
yes.
that.
Yeah, okay. You know what, Vinay Ji? These are all the people who make sure their Hindus from India don't celebrate Deepavali in Canada. These are all the
Right.
guys.
Mhm.
Now they are all Indians. What do you say about that?
Exactly. So the irony is, I don't know what is with these people. I don't want to call them stupid. I don't want to call them idiots. I don't want to call them whatever. But I mean, there's something going on with these people. Some of them, you won't believe it, were actually driving these stolen vehicles, using it for their personal use.
And they
So
have put the Bhangra dance so loud next to you in the
yes,
signal.
exactly. They're driving a Lexus that is stolen with the full music blasting. And if you steal a vehicle, man, even I like a layman, I'm not a thief or whatever, but as a layman thief, or as a layman, I can tell you, thieves wouldn't do that. Once they steal a property or steal anything, you immediately get it off your hands. You don't want it in your possession. You either sell it for parts, you sell the whole vehicle to someone, or do whatever, take whatever money you get and run. But these guys were freaking so daredevil and so stupid that they were driving these
No,
vehicles
no.
openly.
I'll say something. Do you think this many cars can be stolen? Okay, I have a lot of Punjabi friends. Let me fake it. Let's face the reality. I have lots of Punjabi friends, and they are big time victims of this.
No,
You
no,
know,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, like when during the terrorism time in Punjab, the major victims are Sikh.
Sikh people, yes, exactly.
Okay, we don't talk about that. Major victims of Bindranwale were Sikh. Okay, but same like this here, the major victims of the carjacking are from the same community, because criminals don't see any community, they
No,
see
no.
the
The,
car.
the 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 thing with this is, we are talking about maybe less than 1% of people who are criminal masterminds. Okay, the Sikhs, the Punjabis, or whatever, I'll say less than 1%. 99% of them are law abiding citizens. They are extremely nice people, extremely
And
humble,
they are very
extremely giving,
successful, and they are very
and very
successful,
successful.
and they
Exactly.
have these cars for these guys to take it away.
Exactly. I've seen, I live in this kind of community where I've seen people drive Lamborghinis, Lexus, you name it, like Bentleys, and they're all $500,000 cars, like some of them, like so
But let me ask you this, Vinay Ji. Do you think this many cars can be stolen without political backing? What gives them that courage? You said, see, you can hear it in this area, of GTA area. You can be in a signal and they're blasting the Punjabi song, bam, 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 bam next to you and all those things. But what gives this kind of confidence?
I don't know. I mean, like
Because they are the one who are running the government today. What is the
yeah.
political involvement here? Do you want to cover
It's
that?
this 1% of the people that are actually breaking the law, and
Absolutely.
and it's only, these are the people who are bringing disrepute to the entire or the rest
I
of the
agree with you.
Punjabi and Sikh community. Okay,
I
and
agree with you.
like I said, it's the rest of the Punjabi and Sikh community are extremely law abiding and
Law
extremely,
abiding, and they are the major victims. Never
yeah,
forget
and
that.
they are the major victims, and
Because
they're
they are
very
very
successful,
successful in
like you
what they
said.
are doing, many of them.
And you said that you said they're very successful, they're realtors, they're businessmen, they're professionals, and they're doing very well for themselves. But it's this 1% that actually brings a bad name to these people. Okay, but now this 1%, are they in collusion with politicians? That's your question.
Yes.
My thing is, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't want to answer without substantial evidence or something, but substantial evidence. But what I will say is that these people definitely have some kind of collusion or connection with the government agencies. Like, I'm talking customs and immigration, like the people at the border, maybe police, maybe, I don't know, like
Yeah.
they
No.
definitely have, because without that, you cannot transport 556 vehicles. Maybe not all of them, maybe some of them have been transported to the border and have been shipped as well. But I'm talking about 556 vehicles have been confiscated. What about the rest? Because there were thousands of vehicles that got stolen. We are only talking about 556 vehicles that were recovered. But
Vinay
what
ji,
about the rest of them? They got
absolutely. You
shipped.
did a
They probably,
video on it. I want the people to check up on Toronto how the public went and stopped the truck that was taking 2 tires of stolen cars.
correct.
You did the video with us,
Yeah, we did that. Yeah,
and when they called the police, nobody showed up there.
right.
How is
Yeah,
it possible?
exactly. So,
Without collusion, how is it possible? Yeah.
So, in conclusion, what I would like to say is, like, the police have done a fantastic job. They have arrested these people, recovered a whole portion of these vehicles, but I think there's still investigation left to be done, because not all vehicles have been recovered that were stolen. Because I'm talking thousands of vehicles, out of which only a fraction of the vehicles have been recovered. So I'm pretty sure many of them got sold in Africa, many of them got sold in the Middle East, and who knows where. And maybe many of them, even the people steal cars for the catalytic converters. Catalytic converters have got some precious metals in it, and they go for about $1,000 or more in the black market. So they could have stolen for parts and whatever, and then the cars get crushed in the junkyard, and then you'll never know which vehicle is where, right? So they get completely crushed. And so this is what has happened. So I think the police need to, obviously, have got a lot more to do. But so far, whatever they've done an
And
excellent job.
and also one more thing I want you to see the median age group here. Okay, very very interesting. There are a couple of guys who are in 40 and 50. Okay, rest of all are 23, 24, 31, 33 is the maximum. Can you
Yeah,
see it?
yeah.
You know,
I got
18.
even 18-year-old Mekash, Sohal,
Yeah,
Jasraj, Brar. These are all 18-year-old kids.
18-year-old.
Yeah,
So where are we going wrong, folks? You know what?
yeah,
Our parents, our ancestors have given a good teaching, good culture to us. Our gurus have given a good culture to us, and you know, I think it is time for us to implement those. I feel sad for these young kids. Many times they do it for so-called fun, you know like Vinay ji said, they want to drive a nice car, go and pick up from somebody who has it and put the loud music on it, right, Vinay ji? But anyway, thank you
exactly.
very much. Thank you very much. You want to add anything, Vinay
No,
ji?
I'm good. I mean, that's all I want to say. The policemen have done a fantastic job. I think they just need to continue with the investigation, so that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
more
Only,
cars are recovered,
yeah,
and at least we'll know what happened to the remaining
yeah, yeah.
rest of the
Yeah,
cars.
I believe political. If there is no political meddling, any country police can perform to the better level. I wish
Exactly.
the same for Canadian police too. But anyway, Vinay Ji, thank you very much. Looking
Ji.
forward to talk to you again. Thank you for joining us and putting it all together for us. And see you soon. Jaya
Correct.
Sri Krishna.
Sure.